Hello everyone, I am Purnima Sharkar. I am studying at Bangladesh Health Profession Institute. Today I will discuss common 10 pathological gait. But first of all we know about what is gait and what is pathological gait. Gait Gait refers to the way a person or animal walks or moves on foot. And the next is pathological gait. A pathological gait is an abnormal walking pattern caused by an underlying health condition or injury affecting the nervous system, muscles, bones, and joint. Now, I talk to you about some common types of pathological gait. First one is lateral turn bending. Lateral turn bending refers to the movement of the tongue to the side away from the body's midline. This motion involves bending the spine to one side, activating muscles on the side of the tongue. The plane is frontal plane and the face is stance face, and the possible causes weakness of the gluteus medius or minimus muscle, hip pain, leg length, etc. Next is hemiplegic gait. Hemiplegic gait is a dyskinesic walking pattern often seen in individuals with hemiplegia, a condition where one side of the body is weakened or paralyzed, typically resulting from a stroke or brain injury. This gait pattern can vary depending on the severity of the weakness and spasticity of the affected side. The face is swing face and the plane is sagittal and frontal plane. Possible causes stroke, traumatic brain injury, cerebral palsy, and involved muscle, quadriceps, hamstrings, tibialis anterior, gluteus maximus, gluteus medius. Next is excessive lateral foot contact. Excessive lateral foot contact occurs when the outer radius of the foot bears an unusually large amount of pressure during movement, such as walking or running. This condition can lead to discomfort, instability, and over time musculoskeletal problem due to the imbalance in foot streak. The face is stance face and plane in frontal and transverse plane, and the possible causes high arches, ankle instability, weakness in ankle and involved muscle, fibularis longus and brevis, tibialis anterior. The next is ataxic gait. An ataxic gait is a walking pattern characterized by unsteady, uncoordinated movements, often with wide distance, irregular foot placement, and people with ataxic gait may have difficulty maintaining balance and may sway or lurch while walking. The face is throughout all phases plane, primarily in the frontal and sagittal plane, and the possible causes cerebellar disorder, alcohol intoxication, sensory loss in lower extremities. Involved muscle generally involves the interior lower limb muscle. Genu-valgum, commonly known as knock-knee, is a condition in which the knee angle inward and touch each other when the legs are straight but the angle remain apart. It can cause the lower legs to appear misaligned with an increased gap between the feet when standing with the knees together. And the face is stance face, plane is frontal plane, causes weakness in hip adductor, injury, genetic predisposition, involved muscle, vastus medialis adductors, gluteus medius. Scissors gait. Scissors gait is a type of abnormal walking pattern in which the legs cross each other with each steps resembling the closing motion of a pair of scissors. This gait pattern is often seen in individuals with neurological disorders that affect muscle tone and coordination, causing stiffness or spasticity in the legs. The face is swing face and the plane in frontal plane. Causes spasticity in adductor muscles, cerebral palsy, involved muscle, hip adductor, adductor magnus, adductor longus, and gracilis. Waddling gait. Waddling gait refers to a walking pattern in which a person moves with a side to side swaying motion of the hips, often resembling the movement of a duck. This gait is commonly associated with difficulty in stabilizing the pelvis or maintaining balance while walking. The face is stance face, the plane is frontal plane, and the causes weakness in hip, especially in muscular dystrophy, and involved muscles gluteus medius, gluteus minimus. Circumduction. Circumduction is an abnormal gait pattern in which the leg is moved in a circular motion during walking, typically to avoid the movement of a stiff or weakened joint, often the hip, knee, or ankle. This motion can occur in both the lower extremities and upper extremities but is most commonly observed in the legs. The phases is swing phase and the plane is transverse and frontal plane, and the causes weak hip flexors, leg length discrepancy, knee or ankle restrictions, involved muscles, hip flexors, iliacus, rectus femoris, hamstring. Equinus gait. Equinus gait is a walking pattern in which the foot is held in a position of plantar flexion during the stance phase of walking, preventing the heel from touching the ground or making minimal contact. This gait pattern is typically associated with tightness or contracture of calf muscles. Face is stance and swing phase. Plane is sagittal plane causes tight or spastic calf muscles, gastrocnemius and soleus, neurological conditions like cerebral palsy, involved muscles, gastrocnemius and soleus. Excessive medial foot contact. Excessive medial foot contact refers to the situation in which the medial side of the foot makes disproportionate or excessive contact with the ground during walking or running. This can indicate abnormal alignment, pressure, or movement patterns that may lead to discomfort, instability, or long term musculoskeletal problems. And the phases stance phase, plane is frontal and transverse plane, and the causes flat feet, weakness in the intrinsic foot muscles, overuse of pronators, involved muscles, tibialis posterior, flexor digitorum longus, tibialis anterior.